I know teams in this game consist of 4 characters, so talking about 2-person cores may seem silly, but hear me out. If you strap the right support to the correct DPS, you could have a Bonnie and Clyde on any team you build. The most obvious example of this is Clara and March 7th. March's shield increases the aggro on Clara so that Clara can get hit and do more counter attacks. Jing Yuan and Ting Yun. Most of Jing's damage comes from the Lightning Lord, and since they move on separate turns, one-turn buffers like Bronya don't work as well with him, since she can't target the Lightning Lord, even if she does help him build stacks easier. Ting Yun's attack buff lasts 3 turns, so she buffs Jing and the Lightning Lord, and she can help him get his ultimate faster. Seele and Bronya. Everyone knows this combo from the very beginning of the game. It's called my turn, my turn, my turn. The gist of it is that Seele can turn Bronya's 1-turn buff into 3 or more turns when used correctly. It also helps that they have that Baido Ningguang energy. If you know, you know. Himiko and Asta, my favorite duo. Basically, Asta can buff fire characters out of the wazoo. Her regular buffs are her attack buff and the speed buff. She can also break fire weak enemies lightning fast, which aids your entire team. But why she is so good with Himiko is because she has a trace which boosts all fire damage from everyone by 18%. She can also equip her signature like Planetary Rendezvous, further increasing fire damage by 12% at S0, for a total of 40% fire damage up for all characters on your side of the field. Both Asta and Himiko have a chance to inflict burn outside of breaking, and Himiko's skill does more damage to burning enemies. Adding Himiko's technique that makes the enemy take more fire damage and you can make the world burn. Pitch Dart hurt the Grey and Asta. Everything Asta does for Himiko brings the exact same benefits to Hook. And the 3 of them together aren't a bad mono fire comp. Throw in Fire Trailblazer and you have a DPS, support, tank, and sub-tank DPS. Yanking and Jeopard. Yanking doesn't like getting hit and does more damage to frozen enemies. Guess who makes shields and freezes enemies? Pella is also a great 3rd slot for this team as she boosts ice damage and lowers the enemy's defense. Throw on a healer or Silver Wolf and you have a very strong full team. Fire Trailblazer and Natasha. The shield Stella provides is pretty sucky, so having some backup heals will always come in handy. Dan Heng and Welt. Dan does more damage to slowed enemies, and Welt's specialty is slow or be destroyed. Just keep in mind, Dan also needs some sort of buffer to unlock all of his power, since he gets his wind penetration when touched with a buff for 1 attack. Fun fact, if you heal him, this also triggers the wind penetration. Sampo and Serval. While I'm still not fully sold on dot teams as yet, this combination is quite potent. If you build around it correctly, like with the Fermata Light Cone, you could cause some serious trouble. And with Kafka on the way, dot teams may be saved. Seele and Silver Wolf. No longer do you have to wish the enemy was weak to Quantum, you can now make it so. Feels like they went out of their way to make sure Bronya always works with Seele. Herta and Himiko. Gotta farm fast. And I think that does it for all the 2-person cores in the game at this point. Any I missed? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, my name is Kujets and you can expect more Star Rail videos in the future.